Hey everyone, welcome back to Speakeasy English. I'm Luna.
And I'm Henry. If this is your first time listening, we're so glad you're here.
In this series, we help you speak real, everyday English with more confidence through simple phrases, natural conversations, and real-life situations.
We've talked about doctor visits, bank accounts, and more. And today, it's all about school registration.
So if you like learning English this way, don't forget to follow, like, or subscribe. That helps us keep going and helps more people find us too.
All right, let's get into it. Today's topic is about registering your child for school, something almost every parent has to do, especially when moving to a new city or country.
In Canada and the US, children usually go to public school based on where they live. That's called a school zone. You can't just pick any school, you go to the one for your area.
You can check your school zone by typing your address into the school board's website. And kids usually start kindergarten around age 4 or 5 and grade 1 at age 6.
Some families register online, but many still go to the school in person, especially when it's their first time or if they want to ask questions face-to-face.
And that's what we'll show you today, real English step by step.
Whether you're asking how to register, filling out a form, or talking about language support, it can feel stressful if you don't know what to say in English.
I remember my first time walking into a school office. I just stood there, holding papers, reading signs, hoping someone would notice me.
I had one sentence in my head. I want to register my child. But when the receptionist smiled, I panicked and froze.
But that's okay. One good sentence is enough to begin, and we'll build from there.
So, let's show you exactly how that first moment might sound.
You're at the school office. I'll be the staff. You just walked in.
Okay, I'm holding my documents, trying to look calm.
Yes. I'll say the first line, and if you're listening, try answering out loud.
Let's go step by step. Ready?
Good morning. How can I help you?
Hi, I want to register my child for school.
Of course. What's your child's name and age?
Her name is Emily. She just turned 6.
Great. Do you live nearby?
Yes, we just moved to Green Street, near the park.
Perfect. That's in our school zone. Do you have an appointment today?
No, I wasn't sure if I needed one.
That's okay. Walk-ins are welcome during registration weeks.
Thank you. I also have a younger child. He's 4. Should I register him too?
For kindergarten, yes, but you can do that separately or at the same time.
Okay. My daughter doesn't speak much English yet. Is that a problem?
Not at all. We have language support for new students. She'll get help.
That's a relief. When does the school year start?
The first day is September 5th.
Great. Do I need to bring anything else?
Yes, you'll need ID, proof of address, her birth certificate, and vaccination record.
Got it. I have some of those now.
No problem. I'll give you the registration form to get started.
That was a lot in just one short conversation.
Yeah. Let's slow it down and go over some of the useful phrases we just used.
And we'll share how we handled these questions ourselves, mistakes and all. I said, I want to register my child. That felt simple, and it worked.
Yeah, and if you forget the word register, you can also say, my child, new student. Most staff will understand.
When they asked, do you have an appointment? I almost said yes by accident.
You can also ask, is it okay without appointment? It's a good backup.
And I wasn't sure if I should mention my younger son, but saying, I also have a younger child, that helped a lot.
It tells the school you're thinking ahead. Some schools register siblings together.
I was so relieved when they said they had English support. If your child is shy, it's okay to say, she's learning English slowly.
And asking, do I need to bring anything else is smart. Sometimes they forget to list everything.
So now you've got the form. What's next?
We'll walk you through it one question at a time.
So you've just received the registration form. Maybe it's paper, maybe it's online. But either way, it looks long.
Lots of boxes, lots of lines. But don't worry, most of it is simple information. We'll go through it one part at a time.
Tip: don't be afraid to ask questions. You can say, "What does this part mean?" Or, "Can you help me with this line?"
Let's try it out. I'll play the staff again. You're filling out the form. Let's go through the most common sections. Full name of student.
Her name is Yui Tanaka.
Date of birth.
May 14th, 2017.
Home address.
42 Green Street, apartment 5B.
Language spoken at home.
Japanese, but we're starting to use some English at home.
Parent or guardian name.
That's me, Luna Tanaka.
Emergency contact.
My friend Lisa. If I'm not available, they can call her.
That's it for the basic section. Great job.
Let's go over some of those phrases.
Full name of student.
Use the legal name, no nicknames.
Date of birth.
In Canada and the US, it's usually month, day, year.
Emergency contact.
This should be someone who lives nearby and can pick up your child if needed.
Language spoken at home.
Schools use this to offer language support if needed.
When I filled this out for the first time, I didn't have an emergency contact yet. I had just moved.
Me too. I wrote down my apartment manager. He wasn't happy, but he agreed.
It doesn't have to be perfect. Just be honest and update it later if needed.
Ready to move on?
Let's talk about the documents you need to bring with the form.
Whew, I thought I was done after the form, but turns out they need documents too. If you don't have everything, you can always ask, "Can I bring this later?"
Let's walk through what documents schools usually ask for and how to talk about them.
Okay, let's do it like a role play. You be the school staff and I'll be the parent.
Do you have your child's birth certificate?
Yes, I brought a copy.
Great. Do you have proof of address?
I have a phone bill and my apartment lease.
Perfect. What about her vaccination record?
It's in Japanese, but I also brought an English translation from our clinic.
That's very helpful. Do you have a photo ID?
Yes, here's my passport. Let's explain a few of those.
Birth certificate.
This shows your child's name, date of birth, and where they were born.
Proof of address.
This can be a lease, utility bill, or official letter with your name and address.
Vaccination record.
Some schools need proof that your child got certain shots, like MMR or DTaP.
Photo ID.
This helps confirm who you are, like your passport or driver's license. Some schools may also accept a health card.
When I moved here, I didn't know what proof of address meant. I just brought an envelope from the bank.
I once forgot the vaccination record and felt so embarrassed, but they just said, "You can email it later."
Schools understand, especially if you're new to the country.
Ready to keep going?
Next, we'll ask about school hours, grade level, and daily routines.
So, after handing in the documents, I wanted to ask, what's a normal school day like?
Good question. It usually starts around 8:30 a.m. and ends around 3 p.m., but it can vary a bit by school.
That felt early to me at first. In Japan, school starts a little later.
And some schools have supervision before and after class, called before school and after school care.
You can ask, is there before school care? Or can my child stay after 3?
Also, don't be afraid to ask about lunch. Some schools have hot lunches, others expect kids to bring food from home.
I remember being confused about that. I packed too much at first. Rice, soup, snacks, like a picnic.
Totally relatable. A simple sandwich and fruit is usually enough.
What about grade levels? It felt hard to know where my child would go.
In Canada and the US, it's based on age. For example, if your child is 6 by December, they usually go into grade 1.
So it's not about how much English they know.
Nope. It's age first. Then, if your child needs English support, the school adds that separately.
That helps a lot. I was worried she'd be behind just because she didn't speak English.
You're not alone. Many immigrant parents feel that way.
So if I don't know what to ask, I can just say, can you explain the school schedule, right?
Exactly. Or, what grade will my child be in? That's a good one too.
I feel like I'm asking a lot of questions.
And that's great. Asking shows you care.
All right. What comes next after this?
Now let's talk about how to help your child get ready for their first day.
Okay, so we've done the paperwork and asked about the schedule. Now it's time to get ready for the first day.
Right. And there are a few things parents often miss, like labeling your child's things or checking if they need indoor shoes.
I didn't even know indoor shoes were a thing until orientation day.
And sometimes the school sends a supply list, so always ask if they do.
Let's try a little practice. I'll ask some questions like a parent.
Sounds good. I'll be the school staff.
What should my child bring on the first day?
Just a backpack, lunch, a water bottle, and a change of clothes if they're in kindergarten.
Can we visit the classroom before school starts?
Yes, we have an open house next week. You're welcome to come.
What time should I drop her off?
Between 8:15 and 8:30 is perfect.
Got it. And how do I ask those things in English?
Let's break down a few of those questions.
What should my child bring on the first day? That's a good basic one. Clear and open.
And can we visit the classroom before school starts? Very helpful if your child is anxious or new to the country.
You can also ask, is there anything my child shouldn't bring, like toys or electronics?
I remember one parent brought a full lunch set with chopsticks, thermos, even miso soup.
That sounds like me. I packed rice, fruit, soup. It looked like a mini picnic.
Totally understandable. Most kids bring a sandwich and a small snack. Simple is best.
And what about saying goodbye?
A short, confident goodbye works best. Have a great day. I'll see you after school.
I said that and added, you're going to make a friend today. Okay, we've made it through the first day, but what should I expect after that?
Great question. Let's talk about what happens after the first day, like notes from the teacher and how to stay in touch with the school.
When she came home smiling, I felt so relieved, but I didn't know what to do next.
Totally understandable. After the first day, the big thing is communication, how you and the school stay in touch.
I kept wondering if I'd missed something important.
Most Toronto schools use email, so it's good to check your inbox often and ask the teacher if you're unsure.
Let's try a role play. I'll be the parent, you be the school staff again.
Sounds good. Go ahead.
How do I get updates about my child's learning?
We send weekly updates by email. Make sure the school has your correct email address.
And if I need to talk to the teacher?
You can reply to the email or ask to book a short meeting.
What if I get a message and I don't understand it?
Just let us know. You can ask, can someone explain this in simple English?
Got it. I think I can try those next time for real. So, how do I get updates? That's a great starting question.
Or, will I get emails from the teacher? That one's very useful here.
I like, can someone explain this in simple English? I wish I had used that earlier.
Many parents feel embarrassed, but asking shows you care. Teachers will always appreciate that.
I once tried to guess what a form said. I ended up missing picture day because I misunderstood the date.
Oh no. That happens. One mom I knew thought a newsletter was just an ad and tossed it. It had the parent-teacher conference date inside.
Now I double-check everything. And if I'm not sure, I ask.
That's the right move. It builds trust, too.
I feel like I've learned so much from filling forms to talking to teachers.
And you're not alone. Every parent learns along the way.
So is that everything?
Almost. Let's wrap up with a little review and a challenge for everyone listening.
All right, let's slow down and go over what we've learned.
We talked about filling out the school form, bringing documents, asking questions, and staying connected with teachers.
Let's go over some simple sentences you can really use when talking to the school. I'd like to register my child.
I'd like to register my child. I'd like to register my child.
What documents do I need?
What documents do I need? What documents do I need?
Can we visit the classroom before school starts?
Can we visit the classroom before school starts? Can we visit the classroom before school starts?
How do I get updates from the teacher?
How do I get updates from the teacher? How do I get updates from the teacher?
Can someone explain this in simple English?
Can someone explain this in simple English? Can someone explain this in simple English?
Now, we have a small challenge for you.
Try talking about your child's school experience in English.
You can start with, my child just started school. The first day was, and continue from there.
Say 3 to 5 sentences. Speak slowly. Don't rush.
It doesn't need to be perfect. Just speak from your heart.
Or if your child hasn't started yet, imagine the first day. What would you say?
And if you'd like, write your sentences in the comments.
We'd love to hear how it went for you.
Also, if this episode helped you, please subscribe to the Speak Easy English channel.
Yes, your support helps us make more helpful episodes for you.
We're here to help you speak real English step by step.
Keep listening, keep trying, and keep going.
You're doing great. Thanks for learning with us today.
See you in the next episode.